circuit theory or circuit analysis or electrical circuit analysis. In this video, we see current division rule, and based on current division rule, based on problem, kindly see in this video. Man Engineering welcomes you all. Current division rule, that is depends on the Kirchhoff's current law and Ohm's law. Kirchhoff's current law says the total current entering at any node is equal to the total current away from that node, same node. Circuit current division rule. Circuit shown in figure that consists of voltage V R1 R2 resistance. I1 is resistance R1 to the current I1. I2 is resistance R2 to the current. Total current is I. Middle point, that is total current entering in this node and away from the node is I1 plus I2. By applying KCL, that is capital I is equal to capital I1 plus capital I2, that is first equation. Current division rule, applying Ohm's law, V is equal to I1 R1 S I2 R2. From that equation, second equation, we obtain I2 is equal to I1 R1 divided by R2. Substituting 3 in 1, we obtain I is equal to I1 plus I1 R1 divided by R2. Shown in notes. I is equal to I1 into 1 plus R1 divided by R2. I is equal to R2 plus R1 divided by R2 bracket into I1. Capital I1 is equal to R2 I divided by R2 plus R1. We obtain only I1 value is I R2 divided by R2 plus R1. Current division rules, we obtain I1 is R2 I divided by R2 plus R1. That is 3 more asked, and related problem asked in 3 more questions. V is equal to I1 R1 S I2 R2. That is second equation. From second equation, I1 is I2 R2 divided by R1. That is third equation. Put 3 in 1 equation. I is equal to I1 plus I2. That is first equation. We obtain put 3 in 1 equation. I2 is I R1 divided by R1 plus R2. That is important formula. Where 3 more questions. That related problems asked in 3 more questions and answers. I2 is I R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Current division rule formula. I1 is R2 I divided by R2 plus R1. I2 is I R1 divided by R1 plus R2. That is second equation. That equations change into terms of conductance. G is 1 divided by R. G1 is 1 divided by R1. G2 is equal to 1 divided by R2. Put above equations 1 and 2. G1, G2 values. Next step, I1 and I2 both form a numerator and denominator divided by R1 and 2 R2. Shown in notes, I1 is I R2 divided by R1 plus R2 divided by R1 and 2 R2. I R2 divided by R1 R2 divided by R1 divided by R1 R2 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. Same steps follow in I2 equations. We obtain in terms of conductance current division rule I1 is equal to Ig1 divided by G1 plus G2. I2 is Ig2 divided by G1 plus G2. That is asked in 3 more questions answer. In terms of resistance, current division rule is very important. I1 is IR2 divided by R1 plus R2. I2 is IR1 divided by R1 plus R2. And circuit condition is very important. That is asked in 3 more questions and answers. Circuit connections and I1 formula and I2 formula in terms of resistance is very important. The related problem next we see. Current division rule. Network shown in figure. Put R1, R2 resistance. Current put I1 and I2 directions and total current I directions. Supply V voltages. Solution. Given value is I total current 10 ampere. R1 is 4 ohm. R2 is 2 ohm. Formula for current division rule. We know the circuit already. I1 is R2 I divided by R1 plus R2. I2 is I R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Put I value 10 ampere. R1 value 4 ohm. R2 is 2 ohm. R1 plus R2 is 4 plus 2 is 6 ohm. Then we calculated I1 and I2 values 10 into 2 divided by 4 plus 2. I2 is 10 into 4 divided by 4 plus 2. I1 value is 20 divided by 6 ampere. I2 is 40 divided by 6 ampere. That is answer. That the current division through circuit is very important. That is asked 3 more questions and formula related in terms of resistance is very important. Ask 3 more questions answer. Man engineering. Thank you.